Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to PPS Lab Sessions. In last lab, we had completed the programs related to structures, right? So just in the last lab, we have seen this practical related to a structure of cricket and having an array of players and just getting all the values from user, and then we print those players team wise, right? So that's what I believe we have completed. Before that, we have seen the basic programs related to structures also. So the last set of practicals that we need to complete now, and these programs are related to pointers and file. Okay, so we'll start with the 54th program. It says write a program to print address of a variable using pointer. Very simple, just 3 lines of code, okay, and your program is done. So it says print address of variable using pointer. So let me show you that one. We have already done many of these programs in lecture. So when we were understanding pointers, at that time, the first program we have gone for, pointer1.c file, where we were having a variable, a normal variable. Maybe it can be simple integer or it can be array. But then we have used a pointer variable here, x, right? And we have stored the address of a here. If it is array, you can have simple array name to access the variable address. If it is normal variable, you have to go for ampersand a at this place. So we have a pointer. Now using this pointer, we want to print the address of variable. So we actually want to print x, and wherever you want to print address, either you need to go for %u, or you should go for %p, or you should go for %l, okay, lu or ld. So depending on your compiler, Turbo C, you may go for %u, GCC, you may go for %p. So this p pointer, okay, is going to print the address. That's it. So line number 1, 2, and 3, only 3 lines, and you are done with the program. So very simple one, right? After that, next program says write a C program to swap the 2 values using pointers. Well, we have already completed this program using pointers. So if you go upward, the 44th program we've already implemented. It was related to function interchanging 2 values, and at that time we had done both the ways, call by value and call by reference, right? So the call by reference part is actually your 55th program. Swap 2 values with pointers. So you need not to write 55th program separately, okay? You need not to write, or you need not to implement this program. You have done it already. So simply skip this one. Then we go further, 56th program. Write a C program to print the address of character, and the character itself. Use from a string. Now what is string? String is nothing but character array, right? So again we'll go to the same program here. Instead of this integer array, if I have it like character array, then the same program will work. X is going to give me the address, and x of 0 is going to give me the character. Very quickly, if you want to have a look at that thing, then I can show you that. Like instead of integer, we are going to say it's a character. A of, let's say 5, but I'll go for only 3 characters here, MEF, okay? So we have a string, okay? We have a pointer variable. This is going to be the character pointer. And then what we'll do is, let me comment unnecessary part here. We are going to print all the three characters using pointer variable x. We will print address and we will print the character. So at this place, we are going to make it C. That's it, and we are done. So if I run this code now, just, yeah, okay, will work. Okay, so you have it. Value at, now this is the address of a character, and the M is the character itself. So we have MEF character. Along with that, we have the address of all those characters. Now, definitely, as we are going for x of 0, x of 1, x of 2 here, we are not updating the address pointer itself. So what you should do is, instead of this thing, you may go for x plus plus like this way, okay, x plus plus, and here you can use star x, pointer x, or you may go for temporary calculation of the address. This is going to be x plus 0. Now this is going to be x plus 1, and this is going to be x plus 2. So that will change your address also. Okay, so let me run, and then you can see addresses are different, 38, 39, and instead of 40 hexadecimal number, we'll have 3A, right? So all the characters and their addresses. So hopefully this is clear. We have a string, we have a pointer variable. Using pointer variable, we print character as well as the address. Okay. So back to the list now. 57th program says, write a program to access elements using pointer. Look, now next two programs are almost similar. 57th program says, access the element. And 58th program says, store the value using pointer. Now, if you can access, you can change it. So you can store it also. What I'll say is 57th and 58th, both these programs, for both these programs, you are going to write a single file where you will ask user to give numbers, store it, and print it also. Print it back to the output screen. So both these programs we are going to implement in a single file. Now, how do we do this? Okay, how we access pointers? Any element using pointer. So if we move on to the dynamic memory allocation first program, okay, the first program here, then this much part is the same thing. Once we have memory allocated, we have a pointer. Now using that pointer, we store data and we access those elements. Because when we allocate a memory, it is going to be an array of integer numbers. So this much part, okay, this much part is nothing but your 57th and 58th program. Now you need not to go for dynamic memory allocation there. You can have simple array and store the address of this array inside your variable p. Then also this will work. Okay. In that case also, these two for loops will work properly, no problem there. So this is the content actually that you are going to implement here. Using pointer variable, scan your data, and using pointer variable, print your data. That's it. So that is 57 and 58. And the last one for today, okay, for this lab, the last program, 59th one, says write a program to write a string inside a file. Well, just in last 2 to 3 lectures, we have seen file handling. So if I show you that program also, then If you want to write that string character by character, then you can go for a while loop, ask user to enter character and use put C. Look, put C is a function which you can use to write character by character. Make sure you open your file in write mode or append mode and you close your file. Instead of put C, अगर आपके पास पूरी string एक साथ में आपके पास है, you have entire string, then you may go for put S also. और अगर आपको put C या put S नहीं करना है तो आप fprintf भी यूज कर सकते हो. Okay, you can use fprintf %s and give it a string. तीन में से कोई भी फंक्शन आप यूज कर लो, फाइल राइट करो, फाइल क्लोज करो. Open your file, write it, close it. That's it. So this is how you open your file, then you write your file, and then you close your file. So only 3 lines of code. Okay, and that's the 59th program. So your today's target is to complete 54th one, then 56th one, 57 and 58 in a single file, and 59. तो टोटल 4 प्रोग्राम आपको आज करने हैं. ठीक है, only 4 programs today. 55th program we are going to skip, हमने already कर दिया है. Well, so that's all from my side. Now, what I believe, these all programs are very much simple, and recently we have seen all these programs in the lecture part. Okay, so I leave all these programs up to you. You complete it by yourself. We all are here in the lab session itself, so at any point of time you have any kind of query or problem, you may ask me. We'll resolve that problem. Okay, and the remaining last program, 60th program, I'm going to show you all in the lecture session itself in the next lecture. Okay, so we will be done with the entire list of the programs given by the university. Well, so that's all. Now I'm looking at the chat box. Just post your enrollment numbers here. So your attendance will be recorded. Along with that, if you have any query or question, you may ask. So very quickly, post your enrollment numbers in the chat box for your attendance. Also, you may ask queries or questions if you do have. Otherwise, you start implementing these programs. टोटल 4 C प्रोग्राम आपको बनाने हैं आज. 54th, 56th, 57, 58 का सिंगल फाइल एंड 59th. Now still there are 2 students who have not posted their number. Do it, or else I'm going to consider those 2 students as absent. Ajay, Abhishek, and Rahul. If you do not respond in a chat box now, then I'll consider that you are not physically present in the lab and you will be considered as absent. Rest all the students can start writing their programs. Okay, I'm going to end this recording now.